Hello everyone. I wanted to make this video to introduce you to my baby, the High Priestess May collection. Hello. So I wanted to get all this stuff on video because so many of you guys have been asking me how to use the different products. Now, since I was a young girl, y'all know that I've worked in botanicas, which in my culture is kind of like the metaphysical, spiritual shops that are now. So, since I was little, I've always wanted to have my own line of magical items. And I am now finally have completed my collection. And I've been kind of launching them, not fully completed yet. But I finally kind of completed my collection, at least the base collection that I've wanted to have. I'm obviously going to add more to it probably down the line. But I wanted to come on and share with you guys the collection because so many of you have been asking. So many of you have told me you are so excited to see what it has. So let's just get started. I'm excited. So the thing with my collection is this. So everything in my collection is made with my magic and with the recipes given to me by my spirit guides. Y'all know that I work with mysteries and archangels. So all of the recipes that I have here are very close to my heart. I've been working on these recipes since I was a teenager. I used to have an Etsy shop back when I was in college, right after I got out of high school. And I used to sell bath salts and soaps and stuff like that. But then I closed it down. And then I just focused on my spiritual practice. However, I'm back. So I'm back with having my Etsy and having my collection. And my spirit guides have given me the opportunity to have this collection alongside my spiritual practice, which makes me really happy. So let me go ahead and just get started because everything here has a story and I want to share the story with all of you guys. I want to share what there is. The magical collection is really a way for you to have a little bit of my magic to help you along with the things that you want to manifest into your life. In my culture, we believe that everything that you ever want can be manifested through our magic, through prayer, through our intention. So that is the reason why this magical collection is so special to me. And you know, when you walk into a botanica, you'll see a whole bunch of brands. And a lot of the brands, what I've noticed was missing, not that I'm trying to speak badly of botanicas, a lot of the brands were missing the true essence of the spirits of the herbs. And that's really what I was really interested in doing, was doing something that really had not just the intent of the maker, but also the intent of the herbs themselves and how those herbal spirits worked. So I'm going to introduce you first to the soap collection, okay? So the soap collection right now has 4 soaps. It will next launch have 6. Unfortunately, we had a mishap with 2 of the soaps. Clearing and Persuasion were not ready for this launch. They decided that they needed more time to cure. That's okay. You know, everything needs time to develop in life. The soap is no different. But we're going to go ahead and start with one of my favorites. Well, they're all my children, so they're all my favorites. The Love Soap. So this is the Love Soap. When you get it, it will be wrapped in a gold foil, which is what I usually wrap it in, with my brand on it. But I wanted to leave it bare so you can see it. Now, this Love Soap was inspired by a spirit very close to my heart, Priestess Frida. And just thinking about her makes me like want to cry out of joy because she's just so full of unconditional love. When she gave me this recipe, y'all know that Priestess can be a little bougie. If you know her, she's a little bougie sometimes. She is an African spirit, but that's okay. She is a little bougie. She likes some nice things. So when she chose to give me the recipe for this soap, she literally chose the most expensive flowers and ingredients you could possibly choose to put in this soap. So just as a reference for everyone, every ingredient that I put in my products has been sustainably sourced, has been humanely sourced meaning that it is ingredients that do not use child labor. So ingredients that are sourced from places that don't use child labor, that don't use slave labor, because there are many places in the world that provide products that derive from slave labor and child labor, and I did not want that. So all of my products are I only shop from manufacturers or from distributors that are ethically, humanely, and sustainably sourcing their ingredients. The base of my soap is coconut oil, palm oil, shea butter, and castor oil. If you guys know anything about these base oils are very near and dear to the hearts of my indigenous and my African ancestry, of our indigenous and African ancestry. It's often these four base oils, and olive oil, 5 base oils, are often used for spiritual purposes. So again, I wanted from the scent to the herb to the plant to the base oils used in these products to all have a magical and a spiritual relationship. So when she gave me this recipe as the base, she asked me to put in here one of her secret favorite ingredients, which is hibiscus flowers. She asked me to also put in dragon's blood resin. Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to disclose all of the ingredients because the recipe is very secret, but some of the ingredients I can disclose are cherry blossoms, magnolia, and sandalwood in this one. So when you get this soap, it's going to smell like cherry blossom, magnolia, and sandalwood. Now, these 3 things have extremely magical abilities when it comes to attracting love. So that is why this one is called the love soap. When you receive your soap, you're going to get a little card in the box. And that card is going to tell you the activating phrase for this soap. And because this is a manifestation soap, you want to use it on your body only. And you want to use the activating phrase when you use it in the shower. So this also, if you're not able to take if you're not able to take a bath, like a love bath every single day, this is a good way to elongate the effects of bathing in spiritual herbs for the purposes of love. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one is abundance. So this is what the abundance bar looks like. The abundance bar looks like this. Look at the gold on there. This one actually has gold dust on it, 24 karat gold dust. This recipe was actually inspired and given to me by Anaïsa Pie. When you smell this soap, it smells like, I just want to eat it. It smells like you're sitting in Dominican Republic with a pina colada on the beach. This soap is infused with orange, pineapple. It's infused with with leaves, with bergamot and pineapple leaves, and orange leaves. So it's got what I do is I infuse the oils with the plants. I strain it, and then I use the oils in the soap when I make it. Okay. Yes, the soaps do have sodium hydroxide in them, but if you know anything about soap making, once the oils and the sodium are mixed together, there's no trace of sodium hydroxide in the soap at all that is going to touch your skin. Okay. So that is the abundance bar, given to me by her queen, the queen herself, Anaïsa Pie, the other queen. Now, that one is for amplifying the energies of love and prosperity. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them in there in the chat. Now, this next one is called Lucky Coin. So Lucky Coin is scented with peppermint essential oil. It is this one here was actually this recipe was actually given to me by a Gedés spirit. A Gedés spirit that is synchronized with Saint Expedite. So Saint Expedite being the one that is an expert in money and good luck. That is what he loves to do. He loves to bring money and good luck to people. So he asked me to make this soap, and it is infused with plants and herbs that are for attracting good luck and attracting financial prosperity. So that's what this soap is for. Like all the other soaps, it will have its own activating phrase as well. So that's that one. And then the last soap that's going to be available this collection is the protection soap. So protection has been really, really popular, along with the lucky coin, has been extremely popular. Here's the protection bar. Look how pretty that looks. The protection bar is made with seaside rosemary and frankincense. So the rosemary that I get actually grows by the ocean, which means that it has some of the ocean benefits. If any of you guys know any African spirituality or any Caribbean spirituality, you know that the ocean has a lot of benefits for cleansing, for protection. So that is the basis of this soap. And it also has other protective herbs in it. So again, if you're not able to constantly do that bath that I have on my YouTube channel for protection or for removing negative energy, the protection soap is a really great thing to have. Okay. Alrighty, we're just getting warmed up. So now I'm gonna move on to the oils. So the Conjure oils. Uses of Conjure oils. A lot of people know how to use Conjure oils. A lot of people don't know how to use Magickal Conjure oils. So this is my Conjure oil for love. This also has the recipe that Matresili gave me. Now, when you receive it, it may be a little bit separated like this because the shimmer has fallen to the bottom. But I want you to know that that color is completely a natural derived color. That color is not a colorant. That color is actually derived from the hibiscus flowers and other herbs and plants that actually turn red when they are infused in oil. So I did the research over 10 years to make sure that this oil would turn red when it was infused. And then I went ahead and I added environmentally safe and biosafe shimmer that is what they put in eyeshadow. So all of the shimmer that I use is cosmetic grade shimmer and glitter. So it's safe for the body and it's safe for you to use. And look how pretty that turns out after you shake it up. Now, this oil can be used for multiple purposes. I have one. This one is in a roll-on form. So when you open it up, you're going to have a little roll ball. I do this because this is great for anointing the self. So you can anoint your head, you can anoint your chakras, you can anoint here, because right here is where your pheromones are released. Okay, as humans, just like every other mammal, we have pheromones, and those pheromones are what attract other people to us. Okay, so what this oil is doing is it's amplifying those pheromones. So this oil is actually unisex. It can be used both by men and women because it has an herb in it that makes you more attractive, whether you are a male or a female. So that is the love oil. Now you can use the love oil to anoint yourself, or you can use it to, for example, I have it in a dropper here. We have it in a dropper. So the oils come in 3 sizes. They come in, 4 sizes. They come in the roll-on, and then they come in 3 different size of droppers. I put them in droppers for this. If you like to make your own candles, if you like to anoint your own candles, if you like to anoint your altar candles, you can use a little bit of this oil. Goes a long way. It is very strong, very powerful. So you can put a little bit and it goes a long way. So you have the option of using a dropper so you're not wasting the oil, and you're able to utilize it in your spells, or you're able to utilize it by you can actually throw them in your bath water. So if you want to take a bath, you can throw it in there and kind of add a little bit of that magic to your bath water. So you can, these ones are going to have 4 different sizes. So we have the roll-on size. We have one that is, I'm trying to find the one that I want to pull out. We have one that is called the small. Then we have the size that is medium, like this. You can tell the difference. And then we have the jumbo. This is the extra large. So you can get the extra large if you want to, if you're always doing a lot of magic, or if you're always trying to do a lot of manifesting, or if you want to, you know, add some to your perfume or whatever it is you want to do with it. You can also use these to refill these if you want to. You are welcome to do that. Now, again, these ones come in, this is the persuasion oil, which the recipe for this one was given to me by Santa Marta la Dominadora. So for those of you who don't understand what I mean by persuasion, many of you who know Saint Martha the Dominator, she's known for being able to persuade others to her will and kind of make them feel like it's their idea. Well, that's the point of this persuasion oil. Okay? This persuasion oil is used for that purpose. When you get it, it may separate a little bit because there's some shimmer in here, but it will look like this. This is the actual infused oil, and you can shake it up. You want to shake it up to activate it anyway, so before you use it, you want to shake it up. And it's going to look like this, okay? That's the persuasion oil. Now, if you're dealing with a difficult person at work, if you're dealing with a partner that's really difficult and really stubborn, this is a great oil to use, okay? Because it has a dominating effect, but in a sweet way, so that you don't push that person away. Okay, so that's the love and persuasion oil. Then we have one of my favorites, which is, and all of these come in the same sizes that I described earlier, and it's all going to be available tomorrow on the launch for May 21st, 2020 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Etsy page. And the link for that is in my bio. All right, the next one that's one of my favorites, the clearing oil. All of us have people or places that we go to that we encounter an energy that we don't want to be around. So the clearing oil is exactly for that purpose. So it is to clear away energy that does not benefit you. So the clearing oil is really good if you're an empath. It's really good to use it if you're empathic to other people's emotions, to other people's energy. This one, I especially wanted it to be in a roll-on so that you could this could travel with you, and you can put it in your purse or your whatever, your pocket, and you can have it with you. And if you're someone who's always touching other people's hands, like I used to work at a bank when I was younger, and I was always shaking people's hands, and I would make this oil, and like after I touched people, I would like rub it on my hands just to like, after I sanitize my hands with sanitizer, then I would roll it just to make sure that I didn't carry that energy home with me, because you never know the energy that someone is walking around with. So that's why I love the clearing oil. You can also use the clearing oil for uncrossings. So if you're looking to do an uncrossing for yourself of energy, you can also use the clearing oil. It comes in the dropper as well, so you can also use it in magical rituals. You can put it in your baths for clearing, for removal of negative energy. So that is what the clearing oil is for. And it all, like I said again, it all comes in the same sizes. Now, here is one of everybody's favorite, and I promise you guys, it's probably gonna sell out in less than a minute, because the lucky coin, I have had people send me messages like, oh my God, I used your lucky coin and I went to a casino and I won. That's not what I'm promoting, but that's what I've been told. So here is the lucky coin oil. So the lucky coin oil looks like this. Okay. You see like all that gold in there? This is another one that also has that gold flakes in it. Because money attracts money. So that's why I put gold, and I actually invested in putting actual gold dust into these oils. So as you can see, very, very shimmery. Oh, wow. Let me see. There it is. Okay. So that's the lucky coin. Again, you can use the lucky coin to attract money to you, okay? Because money is an energy, and people don't realize that money and good luck are energies. And if we are not if we're not covering our aura with an energy that attracts that energy, then you are pushing money away. And that is why so many of us have really bad luck or really bad prosperity, is because we think, oh, well, you know, I pray and I'm protected, but then you're not adding anything to sweeten yourself, to attract the energies that you actually want into your life. Okay, so that is what the lucky coin, that one is good for prosperity. And again, it comes in the droppers as well, so that you can use it in your magical rituals if you want to use it for candle work. The base of these oils are not a cheap base. These oils are actually made with coconut oil, that is a triglyceride coconut oil, and sunflower oil. Now, I wanted to use sunflower oil in these oils because the sunflower plant, as you know, it's called a sunflower because it's always looking for the sun. The sunflower plant is magically known for holding masculine energy, and masculine energy helps a lot when it comes to attracting prosperity, when it comes to protection, when it comes to attracting love. The masculine energy really, really helps with that, okay? Because it's that aspect of us that gives us confidence. So that is why the base of all these oils are coconut, really high quality coconut oil, and sunflower oil. All right. I apologize. I'm having an allergy attack to the pollen outside. The flowers are growing. All right. Here is the next one that I want to show you. That is so pretty. Look at that. That is the abundance recipe. So that is the abundance oil. When you shake it up, and I have to shake it up because it's kind of all down at the bottom. All the herbs are in there. So now these oils are infused first, then we strain them, and then we bottle them and we add more herbs to them. So this is the abundance oil. This is a Naisa PS recipe. So this is to multiply the energy of lucky coin, and love. Okay, so that is what the abundance oil is for. A lot of people ask me, Priestess May, what's the difference between the abundance and the lucky coin? Why do you have both? Because abundance is not just about money. Everybody thinks of money when they think of abundance. Like, yeah, I want to have 1,000,000 coins, gold coins, right? But what about having a lot of love? Okay, so that's what the abundance is for. You can combine them as well. You can combine the lucky coin and the abundance, or the love and the abundance, or the persuasion and the abundance. Now, the persuasion and the abundance together, that might be a persuasion bomb waiting to happen. So, that is definitely very useful. I love the way this oil looks in the bottle. Look at that. Just love it so much. Just love it, love it, love it. And it also comes in the extra large. So if you want to have more of it, if you're like me, where I just kind of throw oil everywhere and I don't even care how much of it I'm using, I would definitely decide to use that one. All right. Let's go ahead and see, what should I show you guys next? The powders or the incenses? So I'm gonna choose for myself. Oh, I wasn't seeing everybody's comments. My comments weren't rolling. Okay, powders. Okay, awesome. All right, so powders. Powders are a magic that has been used since before ancient Egypt, okay? So we know Egypt is the Greek word for the Kemets, okay? Magical powders have been used since then. Now, when you go, how many of y'all have gone to the store, the spiritual shop, and you've bought a magical powder and you've opened it up and you realize that it's just colored cornstarch and flavoring? I'm sorry, scent. That is what it unfortunately happens with a lot of magical powders. Not my magical powder. My magical powder is made with real herbs. Okay, you see that? Those are hand ground herbs and barks and flowers. Those are not in any way, shape, or form cornstarch with colorant, okay? Let me show you. It does have a little bit of shimmer because I added some cosmetic grade shimmer. But In no way are the magical powders going to be cornstarch with just scent and and coloring. This is the real deal. Now, why are magical powders so important? Magical powders are so important because they can be used across every single type of magic. They can be combined with air magic by blowing them behind someone. They can be combined with earth magic by putting them around your home. So you can use them around your home for protection or for attracting love or for attracting money. You can use them for persuading others. Okay? So all of the magical powders are useful in various ways. You can use them in candle work, so you can sprinkle them around your candles. You can dress your candles with them. You can even put your petition rolled up inside here. You can do honey jars with them. You can do abundance, prosperity jar works with them. So you literally can do the jar work right in here if you wanted to. Magical powders can be thrown if you're using the love magical powder or the persuasion magical powder. You can use them like outside the desired person's home. I don't suggest stalking anybody, but if you know, you know. You can definitely sprinkle it outside your door to attract something into your home. So that is why magical powders are so useful, because they are used in all forms of magic and they are extremely discreet. If you want to use it in the workplace, or if you want to put it outside your house, or whatever it is you want to do, magical, it's hard to hide a candle, right? It's super hard to hide a candle, but magical powders, not only do these have my intent, they also have the intent of the flowers and herbs and the barks that are ground up in here, but you can also add your own intent to them as well by using the activating phrases that I provide you with, or by simply speaking into them what you want them to do for you. Okay? Don't attack or throw the powders on them. No. You can blow when someone is walking away from you. You can discreetly blow them with the magical powder. So the magical powders come in six variations. We have the lucky coin, which is for attracting money and good luck. We have the persuasion, which is for persuading difficult people. Okay, this is to persuade those difficult people that just get under your nerves, that just need to be dominated. Okay. So that's the persuasion. We have them in protection. Protection magical powder, I think, is one of the most important magical powders to have, because you can use the magical powders to protect yourself. So you can actually do what's called dusting to protect yourself, or you can put them outside your house, preferably around the whole perimeter of your house. Okay, all pricing will be listed on my website tomorrow. Okay, now, only because I have to finalize some pricing with my spirits before I say anything. So all the pricing will be available on my website at priestessmade.etsy.com. You can mix the magical powders together. You can mix them and use them together. Okay. Now, the magical powders come in two forms. In two sizes. They come in a small and they come in a large. Okay, so they come in two sizes, so you are able to get more. If you're trying to do like around your house, then I would highly suggest getting the larger one, because you're going to need more to line the perimeter of your house. And when they wash away, you do have to replace the magical powders. That's the only downfall of it, but it is extremely discreet and they are extremely protective. And you can also put them on the inside of your windowsills and your door frames. Okay, so now my protection and my clearing magical powder has herbs in it that protect from negative spirits entering your home as well. So be careful, because if you have some fake friends, you might lose some friends. So I'm just warning you. The clearing and the protection has some herbs in there, you know, for protecting against negative spirits and people with negative intentions. So these come in the abundance, the love, the lucky coin, the protection, and the clearing. The clearing powder is good as well if you're doing some mental clarity works as well, okay? So mental clarity works if you're trying to kind of clear your path to something. Let's say you're trying to get a job and you're trying to clear the path. You would use a combination of the clearing with the lucky coin powder, okay, to attract that job to you. So you will use a combination, a little bit of clearing with a lot of the lucky coin. Again, you can also use the lucky coin and the love to cover the perimeter of your house as well, okay? All right, next. Those are the magical powders. I love magical powders because they have so many versatile uses. In my tradition, we have something that's called jar works, which in the South, they're known as root workings. And magical powders are great for strengthening any honey jars that you do, any protection jars that you do, or any kind of money drawing jars that you do. They're also great for sprinkling outside your business. If you are a small business owner, this is what I use. This is what my family uses at their stores, and to attract money towards their business. So the lucky coin powder is really, really good for that. Okay. Now, the lucky coin can be used for tests as well. Someone made a question about a test. What if you're taking a test? Lucky coin is good for tests as well because it actually attracts good luck to you. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have to study, okay? But it does give you a little boost of luck. And you can also use the clearing to rub here to clear your head from negative energy. Or you could use the oil as well. Okay. Now, lucky coin. Now, a few months ago, I showed you guys myself making my grandfather's lucky rice recipe. Now, this is my grandfather's lucky rice recipe. This thing is like the best thing ever. Okay. The lucky coin rice, I called it lucky coin rice, but it's really called money rice. But I called it lucky coin because I wanted it to kind of go with the flow. The lucky coin rice can be used to throw outside your house to attract money primarily. It can be thrown outside your business to attract money. So its main purpose is just to attract money to you and to attract business to you. Okay. Now, you want, of course, to use the activating phrases that I'm going to provide for you, but you can also speak your own intent. Okay, so this rice recipe is very, very, do not eat this. Okay, this is not for eating. This is for offering to the spirits outside so that they bring you prosperity. So you can also put this in your wallet. I used to actually sneak this when I was a store manager. I used to sneak this into my store and put it under my cash register, and I would always hit my goals with like money for the day, for the amount that I was supposed to make for the day for the business. And all the other like assistant store manager and the other managers were like, how do you do that? How do you always make goal on your day? But like, we have trouble making goals because I used to sneak this in, and I used to use the magic to help me. Guys, we have to use magic to help us. That is what our ancestors did. Rice helps with growth and amplification. So, yeah. Plus, rice is sacred. If y'all know anything, not to bring it back to slavery, but if y'all didn't know anything about that, mothers used to weave rice into the braids of the girls before they were sold, so that way if they were found in a place where they didn't have food, they could take the rice out and plant it and actually have food to eat. So this is why rice is such a useful tool, okay, in magic. All right, let's move on to the second to last thing here before we move on to the candles, because I know everybody's waiting for the candles. Do not eat the rice. Do not eat this rice, at least. All right. The incense. So y'all know that I love raw incense. So I make my own incense. I will have the incense burners available on some incense burners of the old-fashioned style available on the website, so you can get it if you have a hard time finding an iron incense burner. Could you bring me the incense burner? I want to show it to them. Now, those incense burners are kind of old-fashioned. I got them from DR. So now here is the incense. We have incense in protection. So there is the protection incense. This can be burned over charcoal. So all my incense is burned the old-fashioned way. It comes in 2 sizes. It comes in this jumbo size, and that's the protection, and it comes in the small size if you just want a little bit. Now, a little bit of it goes a long way. So this actually is about 8 to 10 servings in here of incense. This one is gonna give you like 50 if you use the right amount. It's gonna give you like 50 times. Okay, now these are to be burned in what's called a censer. So this is like the old-fashioned cast iron burners. So you would turn it on, you would turn on. I suggest getting this charcoal. I can't sell you charcoal because I'm not allowed to ship it. But I love Swift Light. It's one of the brands that's been used by many botanicas that I've gone to the most. This one is made in England, and it's called the website is www.swift-lite.com. Okay, so the cool thing about this is that you can take this out, you give it a little bit of light, a little bit of heat, and it actually starts itself off. You're gonna put it in the burner, let it turn a little ashy. You guys know about ashiness. Let it turn a little ashy, and then you're gonna throw your little incense in there. Now you can combine the incenses. Incense is an homage to air magic. So a lot of people don't know this about voodoo practices, and a lot of African practices are very nature based. That means that the 5 elements being air, water, earth, and fire, and then spirit are very, very venerated. Okay, so whenever you're doing magic, you really should be venerating all of the elements. Incense is a way to do that. Incense is a way to venerate air. Okay, to give thanks to the spirits of air for bringing things in. So spirits such as Oja, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say spirits, I should say beings such as Oja, who is the mother of the winds. Incense is a great way to honor those kinds of beings. Okay, now you have incense. The incense comes in protection. Here is your persuasion. So if you want to have dominance over what everybody else is doing in your house, here is the persuasion incense. We also have clearing. So if you do readings, or if you just have a lot of people that come into your house, or if you have somebody that visits you that you don't really like, if your mother-in-law comes over and you can't stand her, you can burn clearing incense afterwards. I'm just saying, I just have to say, there is somebody, and I'm not going to name her, who hates when I burn this incense. Yeah, they hate when I burn this incense when they come to my house. They're like, oh my God, the incense, I can't stand it. And that's because they're a very negative person. So this incense, la suegra se va. So this is the clearing incense. This one is scented, not scented. It has the scent of rosemary, eucalyptus, sage, frankincense, and palo santo in this one. The protection is seaside rosemary. It matches the scent, but it has more frankincense in there. Then you have the persuasion, which is scented with lilac. Oh, I didn't tell you the scent of this one. The scent of persuasion is Santa Marta's favorite flower, which is purple lilac and lilies. Okay, so that is the persuasion. The abundance is scented with tropical fruits. Okay, so this one's got tropical fruits in it. It's got a little hint of chamomile as well, Egyptian chamomile, from all the way from the motherland. That's the abundance. The lucky coin is scented a little bit with, it's peppermint and basil. Okay, look at the lucky coin, and it's got some beautiful blue flowers in there, which I'm gonna keep secret what they are. If you know what they are, you know. They are for attracting money and amplifying the energies of money. And then we have the love incense, which of course is one of everybody's favorite. The love incense is scented with magnolia, cherry blossom, sandalwood, and dragon's blood. Okay, so that's the love. And like I said, they all come in the small and they come in the large. So those are the incenses. The Swift Light you can get, I think, no, you can't get them on Amazon. I've tried buying them on Amazon. Check it out. They might have it on Amazon, but I don't think they do. But if you can get them from swiftlight.com. This is honestly the best way to burn incense, because a lot of the times when you're burning cone incense or you're burning stick incense, all you're burning is paper. You're not really burning the true herbs and resins that will actually help you in your life, which is why I'm so passionate about burning raw incense, okay? All right, let's move on to the candles. So first, we are going to start with the meditation candles. Okay, because I have 2 candle lines coming out, and the first one I thought was very important because it is centered around self-healing. The meditation candles come in 7 scents with 7 different purposes, and these are self-healing purposes. Now, the spell candles are more directed towards other people. The meditation candles are more directed towards healing of the self, okay? So the first one we have here, which is to die for, is the grounding meditation candle. It is connected to the root chakra. It helps to amplify and open up the root chakra. And it does also come with meditation instructions. This one burns for about, I would say, depending, if you burn it for like an hour a day, it will last you almost 20 days, okay? It's a pretty long burning candle. It has about a 24-hour burn. So you can burn it for an hour a day during your meditation, or half an hour a day. I would suggest burning it for at least an hour a day, okay? This is the grounding. So this one is connected to feeling secure. If you're somebody who's always feeling anxious about money, or always feeling like you're floating, like you have a lot of anxiety, grounding is really, really, really beneficial. It smells amazing. It is scented with cinnamon, because cinnamon is connected to the home. It's connected to safety. When we think of cinnamon, we think of amazing things like Thanksgiving and pumpkin pie and pumpkin spice. And all of my candles are made with clean burning soy wax. So if you have soot when you burn these candles, you know that there is something that they are clearing, okay? And that you may possibly need some spiritual baths, because soy wax burns clean, okay? So grounding is very much about comfort. Yeah, it's very much about comfort and about feeling connected to the earth. So that is the grounding candle. Now, these are very limited because some of my suppliers couldn't get me enough wax in time because of the Rona. So it isn't, if you want to catch one of these, you got to get there quick. Okay. The next one is one of my special ones. It's for sexual healing. So the sexual healing, is scented with cherry blossom and sandalwood. It is used in meditation for the purposes of healing sexual traumas. And if you have some issues when it comes to your reproductive organs, or if you have some issues if you have some mommy issues or some daddy issues, this is a great candle to meditate with and to help you release those things, okay? So there is the sexual healing one. This one is also really good to burn. If you don't want to use them for meditation, you can use them to burn while you are doing some sexual energy things. with your loved one. Okay, so this one is really, really good to amplify that energy. Okay, now the next one is one of my favorites. It's called self-confidence, and this one is connected to the solar plexus. Now, for those of you who know a little bit about chakras, the solar plexus is the home of the confidence. It's the home of our gut feeling. So we have, a lot of people are like, oh, my gut feeling is in my heart. Yes, but it's also in your gut. But if your solar plexus is not balanced, then you will have a really hard time deciphering your gut feelings. So I love self-confidence because this is about boosting your own self-esteem, your self-confidence. It is scented with lemon and bergamot, two of the self-confidence herbs and essential oils. So all of the candles are made with a blend of high quality essential oil and fragrance oils. That's self-confidence. Look how pretty that color is. Bright yellow. This makes you think, I'm confident. The next one is for all of y'all who have some heart barriers, okay? Those of you who have a little bit of a frozen heart, who Elsa has touched your heart, and it's now time to melt it. So this one is called Heart Aura Healing. This one is connected to the heart chakra, okay? And it is for you to be able to clear through meditation some of those heart chakra issues. It does come with instructions on how to do the heart chakra meditation. So this one is lightly scented with rose essential oil. Oh my God, it just smells so amazing. And guys, rose essential oil is so expensive, but it's so worth it for this candle. Oh. And if we have some issues with letting our barriers down in your heart chakra. Now, this can also be burned. If you have somebody who has, issues being vulnerable, you can burn it in the house and kind of like let them smell it. And especially men get very vulnerable around this scent. They get very they want to talk about their feelings, It's a good one. The next one is one of my favorites because it's the one thing that many of us have an issue with, and it's speaking our truth. Some of us don't have that problem. Some of us speak our truth too much and we get in trouble. But this one is Speak Your Truth. It is scented with, lightly scented with eucalyptus. It is connected to the throat chakra, okay? To help you connect and to speak your truth with love and with comprehension, I guess, so people understand what you're saying and they don't just misinterpret what you're saying. So so this one is also, if you have a problem with speaking your truth too much, where you're too blunt, this one is great for that as well, to help you balance that energy. Because sometimes it's not that our chakra is closed, but rather that it's too open, and then it just kind of overwhelms everybody. So this one's a great one for that. I know I got that problem. I talk too much. Okay. The next one is one of everybody's favorite. Oh, this candle is the third eye opening candle. Everybody has wanted me to come out with a third eye opening candle. Yes, I have come out with the third eye opening candle. This is the mixture that I use when I'm doing candle meditation. So for those of you who don't know what a candle meditation is you want to hold it out and you want to kind of lazily look at it, inhale the scent, which is why the scents are so important, why I didn't make these unscented, because we do need the scent. It is part of the experience. Meditation candles are an experience, are a complete rounded experience. So you need the experience of the scent, the color, the flame, all of that to really get into that meditation. And this is for opening the third eye. This one is great. This one I burn. When I make it for myself, I burn it when I'm doing readings to help me kind of understand the messages from spirit a little bit more clearly. Okay, so that's that one, the third eye meditation, third eye opening. And the final one of the meditation candles is the divine connection. The Divine Connection candle is very dear to my heart because this is the candle that was given to me by the Madama spirits. And this one is scented with tobacco and rum. Tobacco and rum. So the Divine Connection candle is made to help you open the crown chakra, to help you be able to receive messages from the divine. That's why it's called Divine Connection. And Divine Connection, if you know Amparo, there's a song that goes tabaco y ron, tabaco. That one was given to me by, like I said, La Madama spirits. But the tobacco and rum is used throughout the whole world for different types of ancestral connections. So that's why I wanted to make this one scented with tobacco and rum. And it also can help you open your crown chakra while you're meditating with it, focusing on the white light to open that crown chakra. So that is the last of the meditation candles. This one is also great for having around, just to have that divine energy in your home. Okay. All right, let's move on to the last but not least, the most anticipated, spelled candles. Now, spelled candles are not the same as a fixed candle or the same as a conjure candle. So spelled candles are in the middle, okay? So spelled candles are my magic mixed with your magic and the help of your spirit guides. So the spell candles are a way for you to make your own magic, to make your own spells at home. Now, these are spelled, so they are going to be already ready to use. So you don't really have to put too much work into it. However, if you want a specific intent, I'm going to be giving you instructions on how to give the candle a specific intent for whatever purpose it is you're trying to use it for. Okay? Now, this one, the first one that I have here, is protect your home. So this candle is made for the purpose. This recipe was given to me by Ogun, and this recipe is particularly for the purpose of protecting the home. Now, I also have a protection candle for the self. So if you want to do a protection spell on yourself, that candle will be available as well, with instructions on how to do a protection spell on yourself. But this spelled candle is specifically for protecting your home and from evil spirits, from negative energy, from negative intents coming into your house. And what the specific purpose of this candle is literally to create a barrier of light around your home to protect your home from those forces, okay? Especially if you're a reader, especially if you read tarot or you are a channeler, it's really important to have something that protects your home, because when you are an open channel, beings like all over the universe get that message like, oh, her house is open, I can go over there and play. Okay, so it's really important to have a spelled protection in your home. Okay, and I will also have a spell that is actually for protecting yourself as well. That one's actually going to also be available. This is the Lucky Coin spelled candle. The Lucky Coin spelled candle is specifically for money magic, for money and good luck. So if you are trying to, as you can see, the candle is fixed on the bottom and it has a petition inside. It has a handwritten petition. Yes, I did. I handwrite every single one of my petitions with my spirit guides, and they are at the bottom of the candle. Okay? And this is specifically the petition given to me by the spirit of money. And so this is great to burn in your businesses. It's great to burn for yourself, okay, if you're trying to attract money to yourself. And there will be instructions as well to make it specific, like if there's a certain amount you're trying to get to, or if there's a certain to make sure you tie the candle to yourself. There will be a instruction on how to do that, because you will receive instructions in a parchment envelope that will be wax sealed, like the old-fashioned way in Egypt with the wax seal. And you will be able to crack that wax seal, open up the instructions, and be able to follow the instructions to do these spells, okay? So that's the lucky coin. Now, the next candle is one for everyone. And I love how, as I picked up this candle, we had 44 people watching the live, because this is Archangel Michael's candle. Oh, that guy right there. He gave me this candle. This candle, handmade. I make them myself. There they are. There it is, fixed at the bottom. This candle right here is for all those people that make you upset with humanity, okay? This candle is a divine justice return to sender candle. So this is the way that you can send back somebody's negative energy without getting your hands dirty, without getting your aura dirty, without getting your in trouble with spirit. This is Archangel Michael's revocation divine justice return to sender candle. So this is divine justice. Now I suggest that if you're doing it for a person in particular, you have to get a different candle for each person. Okay, you do have to get a different candle for each person that you're going to do it for, because the divine justice candle is specific to a particular person. So whoever it is that you think of first when you think of, I need to send that energy back, that's who you're going to use this candle for. Okay. Okay, now all candle jars you can use in combination with one another. So you can use this one with protection. You can use lucky coin. I would suggest burning this one first and then burning the lucky coin, so letting them burn. Now, you want to burn these candles. You're going to burn the candle for about 2 to 3 hours a day until it gets to the herbs. So once you start the bottom of this label here, once you start reaching the herbs, that's when you'll stop using the candle. The spell is complete. If it is something that you want to attract to yourself, like love or returning a lover or lucky coin, you keep that candle with you, or the protection. If it's something like this, the divine justice return to sender spell has to be taken to the crossroads after you finish burning it. All the other spelled candles you can keep. You can keep them in your home to elongate its effects. This one, the divine justice return to sender, you have to take it to the crossroads and leave it at a crossroads. Now, I would suggest leaving it, in a garbage can where it's not gonna pollute, okay, or litter. You can go wild if it's available, girl. Buy as many candles as you want. So these are spelled candle jars, and this is actually something that my spirit guides and I kind of invented, because this is a mixture between a jar work, which would be a root working, and a candle spell. So what I love about candle spells is that it gives you faster results, but what happens with candle spells is that it tends to last less time because fire burns quickly and finishes quickly. Now, jar works and root workings, they tend to take longer to take effect, but stay active for longer periods of time. So I wanted to combine the benefits of both to be able to have them. All right. And in the last minute that we have here, I'm going to talk to you about everyone's favorite, which is the new love. The new love candle is for attracting new love, or if someone has caught your eye and you want to grab this candle, that is what this candle is for. Okay. It's to attract a new love into your life. Now, the return lover candle, the lover return candle is blessed by my spirit guide, Santa Marta la Dominadora, and this candle is spelled to return a lover to you. So someone that you want to return back into your life, and instructions for this will be made available to you when you purchase the candle. Now, Instagram is going to cut me off, so I'm going to go ahead and post this live to my IGTV, and then I'm going to come back live again to share one last thing with you guys that is really, really, really important as part of this collection. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. If you want to get any of these things, you have to go on my Etsy page tomorrow, May 21st, 2020 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my Etsy page is priestessmay.etsy.com. Be there, be square. And the link for that Etsy page is in my bio, and you can save you can favorite the page so that you get notifications, but just be ready. Turn on your timer, okay? So I will come back in a minute or so to talk about the last thing that I have to offer as part of this collection and to answer some questions. Many blessings.